All right, the Monday, February 15th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Winter weather event underway for portions of the region. Let me start off with a look at the Greensboro Tower camera. I've aimed that down toward the ground, toward Spring Garden, where you see the snow on the ground. The PTI Airport has reported 2.5 inches of snow on the ground as of early this morning. The temperature there at the PTI Airport is 22 degrees. What a cold day yesterday, just bitterly cold. 30 the high in Charlotte, 32 in Raleigh, 19 in Boone. Now look at these triad area high temperatures. Everybody was in the 20s. Charlotte sub-freezing in 99% of the viewing area yesterday. And some folks, many folks, only in the 20s yesterday too. So very cold weather setup as yesterday rolled along. Still cold this morning. These are your temperatures. And check out the dew point temperatures. They're still very low. The Charlotte dew point sits at 5 degrees right now. Now, the dew points are higher up toward I-40 simply because you've had waves of snow up that way. You've had very little precipitation further to the south, and so that's why your dew points are still low. The big question mark remains, how much precipitation are we going to see from roughly the Charlotte viewing area down toward the upstate of South Carolina? I mentioned in the video last Friday and in my products through the weekend that I put out that you needed heavier rates of precipitation to lock in this cold air damming situation. And really, to this point, we have simply not, at any rate, we have simply not seen that yet south of I-40. Now, it's still snowing with some sleet pellets mixed in, roughly I-40 and points to the north. And you look back off to the west, and the radar is actually pretty lit up through most of Tennessee, and that's feeding eastward along the I-40 corridor. Now, that band itself will probably pivot northward, but as the overall lift continues to increase here across the region, I think you're going to see a lot of this light, showery type of precipitation break out in that area. Now, again, showery and light, your key words. It'll be hit and miss and off and on and that kind of deal. But that's when you could get some freezing rain accumulations in some spots. You have a winter storm warning in effect for I-40 and points north. Charlotte and Raleigh included in a winter weather advisory, and then the south of that is a freezing rain advisory in effect. And again, the reason you have the winter storm warning in effect is due to accumulations that are basically already on the ground, and those spots staying below freezing the longest later today. So total snow and sleet amounts, it's combining what's on the ground with what is yet to fall. That's my thinking right now. 2 to 4 inches around the triad. Again, there's already 2.5 inches of snow on the ground at the PTI Airport. Higher amounts in the northern mountains and the northern foothills. But even there, it'll kick over to a freezing rain scenario. And your freezing rain holds on the longest here in the northern foothills tonight as you get into the evening hours. In fact, it might even stay just below freezing or right at freezing all night. And so that's where you could pick up some freezing rain accumulations. The key will be what are the temperatures when the band of heavy precipitation arrives later this evening. So it'll be light and spotty through the day, but then the rates of precipitation pick up this evening and tonight as the system moves in. By that point in time tonight, overnight, most of us above freezing, but in that northwestern part of the Piedmont and the northern foothills, that's where temperatures could be hanging on below freezing. There's what Futurecast is printing out for additional snow and sleet. And then there's the NAM model, which I think is doing a pretty decent job here with potential ice accumulations. And again, you notice it is the northern foothills and far northwest Piedmont that gets the most ice accumulation potential. So we'll keep watching all this carefully, and we'll keep you completely up to date on Time Warner Cable News throughout the day. Everybody stay safe, stay warm, have a great day, and God bless.